somebody show me something real.
Yo, my 24/7 HH fucking moment was probably definitely when I lost my sister. I actually lost my older sister the same month I got my first record deal. So like I had to like overcome a lot of things, but what it made me realize is that like one, life is too short. You know what I'm saying? Time ain't on nobody's side. You gotta go get it. You know what I'm saying? So it woke me up, you know what I'm saying, piped me up. And, you know, it was, even though it was a tough time, it was like my most elevated time as well. So I had to say fucking and go get it. I grew up in Chicago, South Side. I moved from Chicago when I was 16, moved to LA, chasing dreams. Lived in my car, my first car, bought my own first car. Lived in my car for 8 months. And then I moved to Atlanta. That's why I got my first publishing deal. And it's just been going crazy ever since. You know what I'm saying? I've written songs from artists like Madonna, Beyonce, Trippie Redd, Lil Durk, Polo G. I mean, the list is really honestly crazy. I'm blessed. But, you know, it's been a grind. Connecting with Chicago artists is just kind of like, it's definitely happened outside of here. I've had very few sessions in Chicago. But like, you know, I don't know. I feel like when Chicago people get in the room together, man, it just be a vibe, man. It's like, it's our, you know, it's our culture. Growing up, like I saw Hitmaker, you know, going through his motions and becoming an artist, being a producer, transitioning to being executive, and then being inspired by his work, and then to have the opportunity for him to basically take me under his wing and, you know, help me in so many ways in my career. Like, it's definitely like fire. And, you know, working with an artist like Tink that like, she got the women, you know what I mean? Like, I love, you know, the direction that she's taken, you know, R&B, and just to be a part of that, and just her being from the town, it make it icing on the cake. Honestly, like until like I just came on this last trip, like I don't know, like I'm in love with Chicago all over again. Like I feel like when I was growing up here, like I went through so much turbulence and I had so much trauma. I never got to see how beautiful this city is. And it's sad to say, it would take for me to come back, you know what I'm saying, having motion, having things going on, to see the beauty in this city. Because when you leave and you go outside and go other places, people always like, oh, Chicago's beautiful. And all I saw was the poverty side of it, you know, when I was growing up. So I miss the city. I've already been like thinking about like getting a spot down here, like switching up the flow. So I'm glad I made this trip. Growing up, like my dad always told me, you know, if one man can do it, you can do it. So I've always taken that throughout my life. I've never been like the person to back down from a challenge. When I went to Atlanta, I was actually a lead carpenter for a company called Hanover. So like I could practically build this building, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I still do it to this day. Like I find it as my new outlet when, you know, music is work. So, you know, you got hands, man. We made to create. You know, Jesus was a carpenter. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we're here for. My biggest advice is to anybody striving, not just for music, not just for entertainment, is when you want something, you gotta be resilient. You gotta go get it. You can't let nobody talk you out of your dreams. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people, dreams die, you know, because of the turbulence that they go through. And I just would tell them, you know, the turbulence is what's gonna make you stronger. Turbulence is what's gonna help you get to where you wanna be. So keep going, you know what I'm saying? Don't give up, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard times, it's gonna be good times, but at the end of the day, until you got the last breath in your body, you might as well be running. Yo, what's up? It's Ivory Scott, and you're checking out 24/7 HH. Let's get it.